Hey everybody out there, it's Pastor John with your Midweek Reflection. We're going to be finishing up 1 Peter this week. Today also happens to be the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington and Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. And I think we're faced with the same challenge anytime we approach documents or words that made such an impact on history. The scriptures, certainly. I Have a Dream has made such a huge impact on our culture, I believe, in many ways, and is admired and revered, maybe not to the level of the scriptures, but it still is placed on a high level as really valuable, inspiring words. And the challenge we face when we come to words like this are how it is so tempting to just put these words and these people up on pedestals and celebrate them and remember them, whether it be Martin Luther King Jr. or Peter or Jesus for that matter, when it's so much harder to allow these words to inspire life in us and to inspire our lives. It's one thing to talk about the great ministry of Peter and the great words that he wrote, and to talk about Martin Luther King Jr. and the things that he did and the words that he wrote. It's another thing to allow Peter's words to call us into a deeper, more risky, maybe more painful sometimes, but worthwhile discipleship process. Or to have the words, I have a dream, stir in us and let God stir those words in us. What kinds of justice and liberation dreams does God have for our society, for our neighborhood? How is God calling us to hunger and thirst for righteousness? What would it look like for justice to flow down like a river and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream in our society? And how are we being called, maybe not to be everything that Martin Luther King Jr. was, but to be agents of justice, to be seekers of reconciliation, to be administrators of shalom? That is our calling, if we say we are following Jesus. So how do we ask the hard questions? The questions whose answers demand something more of us, demand something better and higher of our lives than just going through the day-to-day routine and surviving and trying to get what we want and is comfortable. These are the hard questions to ask because they necessitate life change if we are really willing to hear them. And so, what is your willingness to take the risk of asking, what is 1 Peter calling me to today in my world, in my life? If I Have a Dream is a great speech, what kind of dreams is God inspiring in my heart and mind to pursue for the sake of the world today? These are the kinds of dreams and questions we are called to dream and ask with one another as community. And so as always, I look forward to worshiping with you as we live the gospel life together. And until then, I pray that God would bless you.